Asmongold kind of he's playing World of Warcraft. Everyone's playing World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft, it's great in a lot of ways. We've said that already, but there's a lot of ways that World of Warcraft does need to be fixed. Now I'm going to go through the 3 recommendations of Asmongold. I want to hear your take on his recommendation to fix WoW, and then why that can be applied to the RiotMMO, like what they can do to kind of fix it here, right? Because preemptive solutions always better. Preemptive care. Curious even more about your opinion on this next one. Remove all raiding difficulties except for 40-man raids, then make 40-man raids about as challenging as Ulduar hard mode, which Ulduar is just a raid, but he's basically saying take all the difficulties away and make it just one difficulty, and it's a 40-man raid.
Dude, okay. This is very conflicting. My absolute fantasy says yes, 100 billion% yes. Make it just, this is how strong the boss is. Either you kill it or you don't.
Yeah.
The logical brain in me says the problem is that we're not in those times anymore, where like the fun of it was the journey of slowly figuring out the boss and getting strong enough to fight him with your team and all that. Because like, dude, people down like heroic, which is like supposed to be pretty damn difficult bosses, they'll down them in like week 1. What are those people gonna do now? Because people have just gotten better at video games now, is the problem.
That's the one thing that difficulties does
solve. You need to have content
solve.
for those people who eat it up in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it gives them a harder challenge to pursue. But I always thought it was stupid that you're just killing the same boss like again.
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. That's why I think I like the idea of hard difficulty with special mechanics that make it like interesting, you know, or like a secret phase for the final boss where they transform into something crazy, and they normally don't do that in the regular difficulty. I always think that's really cool.
Actually, I did like that. Yeah, I do like that. Like the mythic fight and the heroic fight are sometimes different than the normal, and obviously LFR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, I would say I think
like
2
that.
difficulties would work, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's gotten overblown.
Yeah, it's so bloated now. Yeah, it's a problem for World of Warcraft, for sure.
I would say, what would you say difficulties that you keep and difficulties that you remove?
Oh, we're definitely removing LFR and normal.
100%. And you don't, there's a lot we can talk about LFR. And I think that's like going to be not this episode, the next episode, but what else would you do?
Yeah, I would say heroic should be a little tougher to keep people in longer, as long as, you know, it stays entertaining and people don't just get frustrated and quit, right? There's a nice balance you have to keep there. And that'd be your new normal. And then mythic, dude, I don't know if mythic's too hard the way it is right now in World of Warcraft. That raid difficulty might be a little too high to the point where people don't even attempt it. But I do think there should be some level of like something that'll keep those people around, those die-hard players.
Yeah, there should be the normal difficulty, which is like you kill the boss. This is it. This is the normal difficulty. And if you do this, it cannot be easy. Like it still has to be difficult enough that not everyone's successful. Like some people, aren't good enough to kill normal, and they never do.
Yeah.
And then there should be the one difficulty above that for the people that are just insane. And this one is like, almost no one's able to do it. Like this is for like the upper echelon guilds, like the race to world first type people. Like they're able to complete this raid, and it's not even something that you gear out of. You know, like everyone just gears out of it at the end.
No, that should never be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I definitely, I want that feeling of, you know, you see the guy with the cool title and the cool armor, the cool sword in the capital city of Demacia, and you're like, whoa, that dude completed freaking like mythic Acathia, you know? He did the Acathia raid on the highest difficulty with his guild. My God, that's insane.
Yes.
You know, you want that feeling in an MMO and be like, man, I wish that was me. I need to get into a guild. I need to do that difficult. I need to do that hard raid. That's an amazing feeling in MMO that's so hard to capture, because you need to get that difficulty just right, to where if somebody really, you know, tries and gets into a good group of people, good guild, and they really push to get that highest level, they can do it without it being like insanely frustrating. People just don't even attempt it.
I think what you just said was literally one of the most important things that they need to solve for the RiotMMO.